2020 just got worse. The Mayan calendar and doomsday experts have predicted that the Earth will end this year just days before Christmas. Believe it or don't, but the facts are here, and this means we've got just over 2 months to prepare to stay safe.
By now, you've probably heard all these people talking about a prediction that the world is going to end just a few days before Christmas this year. But does this prediction have any truth to it? Or is this just a bunch of you-know-what? I've got the answer to that doomsday mystery, plus answers on a couple other puzzlers that you guys are curious about. Like this story claiming Megalodons were cannibals, this picture that wants us to believe this snake thing with wings is a real creature, and another story that claims Twinkies can last for 100 years. I've got all that, plus a new mystery video, my favorite fake of the week, and a whole lot more. So grab a snack, sit back, and get ready to test your brains. Hey guys, Bill here. We're going to be getting a lowdown on that end of the world prediction in just a second. But first, let's check and see what's popular on the real or fake radar this week. Along with the December 21st prediction, another apocalyptic prediction for November 2nd is filling up the inbox this week. In this case, it's an asteroid called 2018 VP1. People want to know if it's going to hit our Earth and end life as we know it. Guys, I wouldn't cancel any plans over this asteroid. NASA says it's only 6.5 feet in diameter, or about 2 meters, and only has a 0.41 chance of hitting us. And if it does, it's just going to burn up in the atmosphere. Also trending this week is this story about a U.S. postal worker who said she saw a 7-foot-tall, red-eyed creature at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago. Now, who does that remind you of? Guys, if you're looking for an answer from me on this one, good luck. I haven't finished my research on the original Mothman sightings in West Virginia. But hey, if there's somebody or something flying around in a jetpack around Los Angeles Airport, why not a Mothman in Chicago? Okay, so now, what about this prediction that the world is going to end on December 21st, just a few days before Christmas? The story was first sent in by Henry Mead, Leo Nathaniel Cavalquinto, and My Daddy and Me FC. Lunatic Golden DC2 wrote, "Please make this a video. I want to find out so bad." Okay guys, now I know a lot of you are really scared about this, especially because it's so close to Christmas, so let's check it out. Starting my search, I see there are a lot of people on TikTok trying to explain what's going on.
So people saying that the world's going to end like December.
And I'm sure that you've also heard that it was actually the year 2012, based on the Ethiopian calendar, and that's the one that aligns with the Mayan calendar, right?
It was all a little confusing, but eventually I was able to determine the prediction led back to this guy. His name is Paul Begley, and he is a Christian pastor from Indiana in the United States.
Some of the Mayan elders who were so big on the end of the world on December the 21st, my birthday in the year 2012, they missed it. They're now saying that they were off by 8 years, Brock, and that this Sunday could be the end of the world according to the Mayan calendar, June 21st, 2020. But if it's not, then it definitely is going to be on my birthday, December 21st, 2020, during the Great Conjunction. So you got 2 shots at the apocalypse according to the Mayan calendar again.
Okay, well, I don't think we should dig any deeper on this particular story because, you know, if you do, things start getting a little weird.
I told you this before. Y'all are going to eat each other. There are vampires running the country.
All right, so why don't we just cut to the chase on this one, and you guys let me know what you think, okay? Just yell out real, fake, or unknown as soon as you make up your mind, all right? Now, while you're doing that, let's take a look at this week's mystery video. The video was sent in by Zach Coe, and well, it truly is a mystery. I don't think what we're looking at here has anything to do with the green screen because, you know, if you look up here, there's a green sign just above her head, and that would be affected just like the sheet she's wearing. So I just don't know. But tell you what, if you have some solid smoking gun information that solves this mystery, send it to me at billschannel@gmail.com. The first few people with a correct, solid answer will get a shout out in my next video. Now, as far as last week's video goes, do you remember this one? Well, there were a lot of good, solid opinions on this one from people like Max the Wolf 77, Lamin to Tyler, and Cringe Anime. Now, most people think it's fake just because it doesn't even make logical sense. Yes, he has no wings, so the extinguisher would have to be pointed up. And yes, the extinguisher stops moving when it hits the floor. But do we have a smoking gun? Not really. To get that, we need the video maker confessing to his fake or explaining how he did it or something along those lines. So for now, we're just going to have to leave this, as Paula Lee called it, unknown. You can still be a winner, so keep digging. And oh, by the way, at long last, I'm happy to report we finally have a solid answer on this strange image. The solution comes to us from Makara and Sarah Samuel. As it turns out, it's called Fed Dolphin, and it's an artwork created by Lara Maganuco in Italy. Lara creates all sorts of strange creatures and sells them on the internet. This one is only 4,100 euros, but don't worry, it includes free shipping. I mean, how can you pass that one up? Coming up, is the world really going to end on December 21st? I've got the answer. Okay, so now we've heard all the rumors, we've collected all the facts. You guys have made up your minds, and now we have this. The official answer, which I am not going to wait to open any longer because, hey, if we only got till December 21st, we better get the news out there so we could all make appropriate plans, which are probably would be like no plans, right? I mean, because what are you going to be able to do? Anyway, there goes the January ski vacation. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. You're not going to believe this, but this is one of those answers where you guys can say it with me, and you regular viewers out there, you know what I'm talking about, right? Right. All right, you ready? Here we go. So fake, it's funny! Guys, I'm going to go out on a limb on this one because, truth be told, Pastor Begley did not confess to me that he made this up, but on the other hand, there is just no way this could be true. Pastor Begley has a history of making end-of-the-world predictions that don't come true. He even likes to predict when the zombie apocalypse will happen. This latest prediction is just another event that is not going to happen, I guarantee it. People, we are going to be here on December 22nd. We're going to be here for Christmas and many, many, many Christmases to come, okay? So what I want you to do is calm down, relax, and concentrate on making this one of the best holiday seasons ever. Next up is this strange video.
Breaking news. Scientists are saying that the Megalodon got so huge was because it was eating other Megalodons in the mother's womb before it was born.
The video was sent in by Pikachu R, who just wrote, "Is this for real, or is that guy making it up?" Pikachu, I don't even know if anything like that is even possible, or if it even makes any sense at all. People will say anything. They'll just make up stuff about Megalodons because they know when they say Megalodon, you guys are gonna click on it. Okay guys, let's take one more look at this video.
Breaking news. Scientists are saying that the megalodon got so huge was because it was eating other megalodons in the mother's womb before it was born.
So if you think this story is for real, then you yell out real. On the other hand, if you think it's just BFS, as in big fat fake, vote fake. And as always, you can always just say unknown if you don't think there is a solid answer. While you guys are waking up the house with your shouts, I'm going to get out this and very quietly find out what the real answer is on this megalodon. I mean, what a terrible way to start your life. I mean, you know, the mother's womb is supposed to be a calm place, you know, not some place where you got to keep one eye open all the time, checking on your brothers and sisters, because they might eat you. Whew. All right, give me just a second. This one goes on for a little while. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the official answer. You may find this hard to believe, but it's real. According to numerous sources, including the Smithsonian Magazine, megalodons don't lay eggs that hatch outside the body. The eggs hatch in the mother's womb. This meant that the first baby megalodon to hatch was hungry, and it would often eat the unhatched eggs or even the hatched eggs of its siblings. This isn't the only species of shark that does this. National Geographic made a documentary called Cannibals Sharks. In the film, they actually captured the action inside the womb of a tiger shark. Now, why this led to megalodons being so big? Well, it has to do with a lot of things. But basically, those hungry babies pushed the mothers to eat more. That not only made her bigger, but the babies as well. And well, as this cycle repeated itself, the megalodon grew to an average of 23 feet larger than any other shark in the water. So the next time your brother or sister starts giving you a hard time, just be thankful you guys didn't start out life as megalodons. Coming up, is this snake with wings for real? And what about those Twinkies? Can you really keep them on the shelf for 100 years? Next on the agenda today is this picture. It was sent in by Gerson Alabado, who just wrote, "What is this?" Gerson, I can only think of two things this might be. One is an unidentified creature that I've never seen before. And two, well, it could be just something made out of paper that somebody hung up in a tree. Taking a closer look, we see it definitely has the head of a snake, but its body is really weird. It looks like it has wings of some kind. This is kind of a tough one. Tell you what, take another good long look at this picture and then let me know what you think. If you think this is a real, unaltered creature, then go with real. If on the other hand you think somebody made this up, you know, like that fed dolphin we were just discussing, then you go with fake. And as usual, if you don't think we have a smoking gun solid answer, well, you just yell out, unknown! Okay, so you guys do that. I'll get out this, and we're going to find out who's got it right and who's got it wrong. Are you ready? All right, here we go. And the official answer is, ladies and gentlemen, 100% real. That's right. We're looking at a real creature here, but it may not be what you think. As it turns out, it's not a snake, but rather, and you won't believe this, a moth. Thanks to super sleuth researchers Rosemarie Almontero and James Moore, we now know it's called an Atlas moth, or snakehead, or butterfly snake. It is one of the largest moths in the world. They live in the forests of South Asia, East Asia, and Southeast Asia, including Borneo. The Atlas moth only lives a few weeks and uses the snakehead pattern on its wings to ward off predators. In India, Atlas moths are cultivated for their silk. The Japanese even made a stamp featuring an Atlas moth.
This is Twinkie the Kid, Ever wonder how they get that creamy filling into the middle of a Twinkies cake?
Hey, everybody knows what a Twinkie is, right? It's the American snack cake that was invented in 1930 by James DeWar. Over the years, it became famous as a tasty, fun junk food, and even ended up being discussed in movies like Zombieland.
There's a box of Twinkies in that grocery store. Not just any box of Twinkies, the last box of Twinkies that anyone will enjoy in the whole universe.
One of the things that people have always argued about is how long Twinkies will last in the package. And that, I think, is what motivated Ugg Chai to send me an email and ask, do Twinkies really last 100 years? Or is this some sort of BFF? Ugg, you know, like a lot of people, I've heard these stories about Twinkies lasting a long time, but in terms of 100 years, well, you know, they were only invented in 1930, so we'd actually have to wait another 10 years to see if that's true, because at this point, they're only 90 years old, okay? So why don't we do this? Let's change the question a bit and ask, how old is the world's oldest Twinkie? A, 4 months, B, 4 years, C, 24 years, or D, 44 years. Go ahead and let the world know what you think the right answer is. If you think it's 4 months, then just yell 4 months. Or you can yell 4 years, 24 years, and if you're totally out of your mind, 44 years. Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna get out this and we're gonna find out how long those tasty cream-filled Twinkies can really last. Is it 4 months, which is, wow, a record, or at the top of the scale, 44 years? All right, let's see what we got here. And the official answer, oh wow, okay. May not be what you expected, because the official answer, ladies and gentlemen, is a mind-boggling, believe it or not, beyond comprehension, 44 years. Ironically, the company that made the original Twinkies is long gone, but one of its products made almost 40 years ago sits in a wood and glass case at a school in Maine. In 1976, as the story goes, a chemistry teacher placed a Twinkie on top of his chalkboard. It was an experiment to observe the slow decay of preserved foods. The Twinkie sat there for nearly 30 years until the teacher retired in 2004. After that, it was moved to a glass case where it sits today. Wow, that is really amazing. I mean, just think, if one Twinkie can last that long on a shelf, what do you think 100 of those things in your stomach can do? Hey, before we move on to my favorite fake of the week, I just want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Gabriel for making this awesome siren head out of Legos. Gabriel first found out about Siren Head here on Bill's channel and immediately went to his Lego pile and created a Siren Head masterpiece. Great job, Gabriel. And hey, don't forget, we have a new show every Friday, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so you get a shot at being first official comment and win the pin. If you have a picture and you're not quite sure whether it's real or not, send it in to me at billschannel@gmail.com and I'll take a look. Please don't leave links or suggestions in the comment section, because really, the only thing that is going to do is turn me into a mega screamer screaming, "You're driving me crazy!" See you next time. And now, for my favorite fake of the week. The video comes to us from South Shoal Kanto. It was posted by the Isbo channel and claims to show a young man who got his hands on an iPhone 12 earlier than anyone else.
We are unboxing it right now, guys. I've just switched to my camera.
The title reads, "I got the iPhone early," but then, just 40 seconds into the video, he announces that what he has is not really from Apple.
Made. Obviously, this is not out yet. It's not from Apple, but the company that did make this, guys, they look very professional, saying iPhone.
He later shows us what looks like a very used phone as his iPhone 12. I have to say, I really can't blame him for dreaming he has an iPhone 12. They look really amazing, and I'm dreaming of getting one too. Hey, don't go away just yet. There are a whole lot more real or fakes you can look at. Just go ahead and click on one.